We talked a lot earlier about Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley is the headline match in an I Quit match for the AEW title. You got to give it up for Kingston for getting to this point and being credible and having people like myself thinking maybe he should win the title, but also Jon Moxley just for being kind of this ultimate, the high bar in AEW. What'd you think about it of this match?
Yeah, like you said, give it up for Eddie Kingston. I think, and I'm either going to get a lot of shit for it, maybe a lot of side eyes from it. I think Eddie is our version of Dusty Rhodes. You know what I mean? The common man who can talk better than anybody else in the business and make people feel a certain way. It doesn't matter what situations he is put in, he still makes the people feel a certain way about what he's doing. And that is a very rare help me out here with the word, key to have in your arsenal. Commodity. It's a very rare tool to have quality in your arsenal, and he has it, dude. He makes people care because what he says he believes. When he fights, he believes that too. I can't say enough good things about Eddie. I think he's a great human being, someone who texts me on the regular just to ask how my wife and daughter are doing. Every time I see him, we hug, tell each other we love each other. He asks about the family all the time. I ask him about his family. We have almost gotten a fight before, which is very funny. We apologized the very next day, but it's because we're just two proud guys, and cooler heads prevailed, and we'll talk about it one day. Maybe I'll have him on the show, and he and I can talk about it.
Love to have him on.
It's something that we laugh about now, but he is. I love him. I have an infinite amount of love for him because he overcame all the odds and he made it. And he, like I told you earlier in the show, he was so emotional and so proud that he was main eventing a pay-per-view for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship with his best friend, Jon Moxley. The match was great. You don't hit anybody any harder than you hit your best friends. So that's what they did in this match for sure.
We talked before about Jon Moxley. You said you only worked with him a little bit. You don't know him, but so much. But starting here and going through recent history, Jon Moxley's been relied upon a lot by AEW.
Oh, yeah.
When the Punk thing happened, they had to go to him. When Punk got injured, they had to go to him. My man had a vacation. He couldn't go on for years, Mm-hmm. What do you think about Jon Moxley's importance in All Elite Wrestling? Yeah,
he's a great guy. He's a man's man. He loves wrestling. He loves wrestling. Huge star, and I don't think that AEW would be where it is without Jon Moxley. I think he is should be our number one priority in the business right now for our company. And I think Tony has, but I think that he should be looked at that way, taken care of that way, featured that way. And he and I, aside from loving our families, aside from, considering ourselves men's men, we don't have very much in common. I'm sure we don't listen to the same music. I'm sure we don't share the same qualities of life, but I respect the hell out of him. I respect him for putting AEW above a lot of things he probably shouldn't have. And I respect how much he loves wrestling. Plus, I think he's shown what a great psychologist in the ring he is since he's come here, Right. One of my favorite matches I've ever seen of his was him versus Hunter at Roadblock in 2016. Right. An incredible match. I love that match. And then he's had obviously kick-ass matches, and he and I were neck and neck from a lot of people's wrestler of the year. And right. I pushed and pleaded and begged to have a match with him in AEW, but Tony just didn't see that the way that I did, and we just never got around to it. And that's fine. But I thank him enough. I can't thank him enough for the work he's put into AEW, because without that work that he's put into AEW, I wouldn't be able to take care of my wife and daughter to the extent that I've taken care of them. And we all owe him a lot for that.